I start down and I'm creating a lot more lag, okay? So it's quite a nice sensation to reverse the tendency for those guys that lose those wrist angles very early in the downswing. Hey golfers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at lag in your downswing. Have a look at the best players in the world. They will all have some amount of it. You won't find one that doesn't have it. So we're going to discuss what is lag, plus I got a really cool drill to help you create more lag. And then also, we can't hold on to this lag angle forever. We have to let go of it and we have to release it. And we're going to talk about when that should happen and how you're going to do it. This is a really good video today. Really will help your ball striking, your distance, your speed, and so many other factors. Okay? So before we get started looking at that, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, and let's get started. So let's first of all discuss what lag is, okay? And you can think of this either between the shaft and your right forearm or the shaft and your left forearm, okay? Play around with which one you feel more comfortable with. I'm a right-handed golfer. I am left-handed, but very right side dominant. So I like to think of it more as the angle between this in my downswing. Now, when we get to the top of the backswing, we will have already created some amount of an angle here. And think of lag quite simply as you're holding that angle intact right around to where the shaft is parallel to the ground and the hands are in front of your thigh, or maybe just the right edge of your thigh here. That would be called holding on to some lag. And we'll talk a little bit about how we have to lose it from here, because we can't just hold that forever. We'd never be able to strike the golf ball. We get push shots, shanks, all sorts, okay? So we don't want to do that. We do need to release it. But some golfers might come to the top when you get up here, maybe have a little less wrist hinge, okay? And they may have it here. And what happens with those guys, so this angle's greater, but as they start the downswing, it's going to increase, okay? So the lag is getting greater, all right? So just basically think of this lag as the angle between the right forearm or the left. And if we can get that greater, you're going to have more lag in your downswing, okay? So let's discuss what a lot of golfers do. So you guys watching who maybe scoop or down by the ball scoop and early release or cast at the top of the backswing, when they get up there, they kind of lose this angle. So they may have it intact, but the very first move, it's gone, okay? So we've made this angle greater rather than narrower. And by the time we get down to the ball, club's very close to the ground, hands are in front of right thigh, and the club's nearly already at the ball instead of being up here where we like to see it for that nice lag, okay? Somebody watching this will have that. If you have ball flight issues based on losing your lag too soon, you may hit the ball high and weak. You may hit the ground before the ball. You may thin the ball. And generally just don't get your body moving the way that you should as well, okay? So let's look at this drill. It's actually quite a simple one. In order to create more lag in your downswing, it's going to give you such a great feeling and sensation of increasing that angle. And then we'll talk about how to lose it down by the ball. So let's take a look at this drill to create more lag in your downswing. This is a cack-handed drill, so we're not going to hit shots with this. And cack-handed is for a right-handed golfer. They're going to flip their hands around like they're a left-handed golfer. And if you're watching this and you're left-handed, don't worry, I still know you're out there. I get comments all the time. I'm left-handed. Nobody ever talks about it. I know we do get carried away with talking right-handed, but just flip it around if you can. I know it's difficult, but we're going to hold, a left-hander's going to hold it like a right-handed golfer, okay? Now, as I say, we're not hitting shots with this, and we're going to talk about, we're going to push down with our right and up with our left in our downswing. I had a lovely video for you guys, about 5 minutes of me doing this, what I'm just about to do, and realized that I got my lefts and rights mixed up because I wasn't used to my hands being this way around. So I had to reshoot it. I'm glad I picked up on it, or people would have been giving me dog's abuse in the comments. So we're here. We're going to the top of our backswing with our cack-handed grip. Now, at this position, we've still created that lag angle here, even though our right hand's now at the top of the club. Now, as we start down to this last parallel, where our hands are kind of in front of our thigh and the shaft's parallel to the ground, we want to go from here, and I'll hopefully get my left and right this time. So we're coming down, we're pulling up with our left and pushing down with our right. So here, actively trying to pull and push with the right, pull with the left, push with the right, just testing myself. And I'm creating a far bigger angle, you can see here. So that's a bigger lag or a smaller lag angle, but creating more lag, okay? So up here, down, down with the right, up with the left, and that's a really nice sensation, okay? Obviously, it's a bit excessive. Not enough people exaggerate things when they're changing their golf swing. I want to give you the feeling of loads and loads of lag, because when you flip your club around, your hands around to the right position, you're never going to achieve that much, but you are going to have more than you originally had, okay? So for you guys, the casters out there, get to the top of the swing, maybe create this angle and lose it right away. It's a really dangerous move, as a lot of you might know. We're losing that. We're essentially pushing our right and the left's like pulling. So as we flip our hands around here and we put them the right way, I'm going to pull the right, push the left. You see that? So I start down and I'm creating a lot more lag, okay? So it's quite a nice sensation to reverse the tendency for those guys that lose those wrist angles very early in the downswing, okay? So let's try a shot and see. Feels weird, I know, but if it doesn't feel weird, it isn't changing, and you're probably just doing the same thing that you were. So here, feeling that. And that was good. I could definitely feel me kind of loading the club much more in that downswing, okay? And I think, yeah, pretty decent shape on it as well. Okay, so let's look at how we're going to lose the lag, because if we're holding this nice angle like we see the tour pros do to this point, well, we can't hold it forever for a couple of reasons, because we'd never get our club down to the ball. We have to do something to lower the club now to get down to the ball. If I hold that and rotate, it's far too high. Okay, so we do need to lose these, and that's what we're going to discuss now and talk about where you want to lose it, and a little drill, start hitting some golf balls, getting the feeling of losing that lag near the golf ball, okay? So we've established this nice kind of lag into our last parallel. Now we're at the point where we have to get rid of it, okay? And here's the practice swing I want you to do. If you're anything like me and you like to wear a good quality leather glove when you're playing golf, but don't fancy paying a high price tag for it only to fall apart in about 3 shots, well, go and check out my channel sponsors page, gxgolfgloves.com. Use code David at checkout and you'll save yourself a nice little bit of cash as well. The other really important thing when you're doing this, I want you to be conscious of holding the lag and then hitting the ground just after the ball. Okay, I have plenty of videos on that. It's such an important skill. We're going to do that, and we're going to work for both arms straight around about 2 or 3 feet after the ball. So here we have our wrist angles. We're now going to release them at that spot in front and then straighten our arms to this point. Okay, so you're holding it. You're now hitting the ground in front and releasing your arms straight and losing the lag in your swing. You'll notice that when I do this, I'm here, strike, I've essentially taken all that away. Now, I haven't tried to hold it for too long, okay? So you're here, you're holding, you're now hitting, both arms straight, you've lost your lag. So from this position to here, to where we strike the ground, you can see I still have shaft line. I'm brushing the turf, and then it's going straight, both arms straight. So again, another great little drill for those guys who chicken wing, get their left arm bent. Well, if we're holding this, driving out, that arm will be much straighter. There's a range of benefits from this drill, okay? Once you feel it, I am going to hit a couple towards my window, which will make sure that I don't scoop it up into the window. So I got to keep it low under here, and I'll do this very slow here. So we're going to release it through that way. Quite a nice ball returner, comes right back. So lag here and through. Okay, so that's a really nice thing. And I would do that. I would chip those balls maybe 15, 20 yards. Just go onto the practice area and feel. All right, we're here now. We've got loads of lag. We're going to lose it that way, and just hit those balls out. They'll come out nice and low. The strikes will feel really good. Do remember that when you're doing it, you need that external focus of striking the ground or brushing the turf just in front of the golf ball. That'll really help you tie the technical alongside the skill part of it as well. Okay, guys, give it a go. Let me know how you get on in the comments. Big one today, fixing a lot of issues in the downswing, and I think it'll really help a lot of you out, and I'll be buzzing to hear how you found it and how it worked for your game. All right, and of course, if you have any questions about it, just drop them in the comments as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.